What's up everyone, Lion Roar here, and today we're going to take a look at the brand new Sprite, Lucky the Cat. I'm going to do a full breakdown and analysis. But first, download Gemstone Legends, a mobile RPG puzzle match game. Use the link in the description to start with free stuff, including a bonus hero. How you get Lucky the Cat is through the Convoking scope, and we currently have the anniversary celebration going on. So this is kind of just part of a series of events they're doing in celebration of their anniversary. Of course, you collect, there's a unique Convoke Gleam that you collect through just various things like fighting in the arena, collecting district taxes and stuff like that. Then you go into the Convoke Pass and you use that to get rewards here. In particular, the tickets that you can use to do a Convoke. So I'll just do one here and show you. That's generally how that works. Then you get enough Convoke here to get the shards for the cat, and then you can unlock the cat. Now, getting the first stage is not too hard. Everybody should be able to do that pretty much for free. However, what I will say is these epic sprites are not the easiest sprites to work on if you are free to play. So just kind of keep that in mind. I think of all the areas of this game that are more geared towards the spenders, it's probably going to be the epic sprites. They just take a long time, even for the spenders, to level up and to get all of these like banners and things, or I should call them blessings, that make them extremely powerful. So if you believe that Lucky is worth it, then you got to be all in on it, right? Because this is not going to be a good sprite if you just try to go free to play and get a couple of the early levels. You're not taking full advantage of it. See, I have an epic sprite over here. Well, Bulko is one that I've been working on because Bulko is good, and I'm only like halfway done with it. and these rare sprites are a little bit easier to level up and build and be more powerful early in the game. So if you're going to be free to play or cheap to play, those are probably your best bet. You're going to get more out of it than trying to do something really cheaply with an epic sprite. But Bulko is extremely powerful. Epic sprites can be extremely powerful. I don't think we've had one at Bulko's level since Bulko was printed, although the cat may be up there. Let's take a look at what it does. Shadow Resonance. So this is level 1, and of course these numbers are going to go higher the higher you level it. All enemies take 6% more damage from normal attacks and skills. When they're prevented from using their ultimates, they take an additional 12% damage from normal attacks and skills. So, what this is going to translate to are team builds that really do a lot of damage with regular attacks and skills. Obviously, that's what's stated here. But that's different than the kind of builds that are all in on the ultimates, right? There's game modes where you're not even allowed to use your ultimate. So this is going to be really good for those game modes. And yes, there's that tag part on that. If an enemy uses an ultimate, or if they're prevented from using their ultimate, they take additional damage. I do have some questions about how exactly that's going to work. Things like silence, I would think potentially affect that. I don't know if just a game mode that prevents champions from using their ultimates is going to then just make this permanent 12% or higher, depending on how much you level, but basically double from like what it starts at. So if anybody knows that, certainly it's going to take some testing in the Luxus tournament and things like that. But if anybody knows the answer to that, if the game mode prevents the ultimates, do we get the double damage? I just don't know at this stage. It's still too new to know something like that. But perhaps some people have already looked into it. So feel free to help out the community and comment on that. Anything that's going to help your team deal more damage or go faster, which this is not, but in this game, deal more damage and go faster. Everything centered around that is going to be a huge benefit to your team. It's ultimately leading you towards what you're trying to do, which is win the match. So, yes, this has the potential to be a very, very powerful sprite. Now, it's my personal opinion that Bulko, if you want to be competitive in this game, is necessary. But then everybody's at parity once everybody has Bulko. So something kind of needs to get you over the top and actually win the match. And I do think that Lucky could be that thing, just overall for your whole team. Now, you know what it's like when we get a champion that's so extremely powerful, you put him in and you win the matches more because of that one champion. This is like adding 5 new champions to your lineup in addition to what you already had, because it affects everybody on the board. So do keep that in mind. That's why the sprites are extremely powerful. That's why you want to emphasize building sprites and not just ignore them. I think people get sidetracked by thinking champions, it's something to do with their team mix, or like there's something wrong with their own champion when they're not winning and they have the same team mix as other people and things like that. And it's probably the sprites. The sprites are about one of the most powerful things going on in this game. So, having said that, am I going to go after Lucky? Probably. But I think I'm going to do it a little different. So, Whales probably should just go all in and, you know, get lucky and level it as fast as possible. I will tell you, it has taken me an incredibly long amount of time to work on the sprites I've already worked on. And I know that I can't personally have Lucky ready for prime time anytime soon. So you're not going to see any testing videos or anything like that, because it would take many months at minimum to get Lucky to the level that like my Bulko is, or my like Epic Shipperin. And so I just think I'm going to be working on Lucky slowly. I will work on Lucky in the background. My aim is going to be to keep working on the sprites I've already been working on, but I do think that Lucky could potentially replace my regular. I still use regular Hipperin because regular Hipperin is awesome. I'm going to use this for a while until I think my Lucky is better than regular Hipperin, and then I'll make a decision at that point. And the nice thing about that is then I can have choices. I can flip back and forth between them if I really, really want to. So that's going to be my plan. But for those ultra competitive people, you're going to see Lucky early. You're going to see Lucky often. And for most people, I just think it's going to take a long time to work on Lucky. So those are my thoughts, but let me know in the comments what you think. And if you enjoy videos like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, and I will catch you in the next one.